Hello everyone and welcome to this guide and tutorial for the Golden Shot Halloween edition. Do not forget to subscribe here to the channel and hit that notification button so you can get a notification on your phone or a computer or a tablet, whatever, every time we do have a live stream or there is a new video coming up. And in this Golden Shot tutorial I'm going to show you three different ways to play the hold, or let's say I'm going to show you three different type of wins for this hole, and I'm going to play them all here for you. So we're going to press it here and we're going to play the difficulty level hard, and that is going to be one of the haunted hills. And this is a hole that we have been playing before, and I'm going to talk you through it, give you advice, pointers with landing position, rings, and spin, and how to get ourselves to that pin to get some good chest. So please do not forget to make a comment in the comment section below with what you got in your chest. And I would really like to know. I also would like to know if you got a hole-in-one, because that's always fun to get a hole-in-one in the Golden Shot. So going to press it here, and as you can see there, you are able to win a different ball than normal. So instead of the berserker ball, we can win the eyeball, and I'm going to talk about the eyeball with you as well, because eyeball is really good in my opinion. And that's a ball that came like the last Halloween, which is a year ago, and hasn't been in the game for a very long time. So but as normal, we can win some chests here. You can win the Reaper chest. Then we do have the Undead chest. Then we do have the Vampire chest. We do have the Ghost chest. And then last but not least, we do have a Demon chest. If you do need more information about the Golden Shot, you can press the question mark on the top right, and you will get to the frequently asked questions. So I'm going to play 9 shots for you here in this guide. And we're going to play the Golden Wood Club in 2.55 per ring, and that is going to be in minimum distance of our club. Then for Golden Long Iron, we're going to play 2.10 per ring, which is going to be medium distance of our club. We're not going to add anything for elevation, even though this is played slightly downhill, but we're still not going to add anything for it. So I think it's time to go, so let's go. Not hole number 1, but shot number 1. We're going to start with 3 shots with different type of tailwind. You can see that I'm using my using 1 bar of topspin here, and going to get this ball to try to bounce a little bit on the right side with 1 bar right side spin here to get to the right side and fall up to the pin. You can see my landing position. I want to have the yellow ring just cutting the rough on the right. I think that is absolutely important. So, and now from this position, we're going to play it 3.5 rings. We hit it perfect. We do not use any curl whatsoever. You can see we're getting a bounce, nice bounce, and we get to the right side. We're coming in slightly, but a little bit short there, but still getting it very close to the pin. So we get the ghost chest. And you can see there again, with the trick here on this hole is that we need to use the right side to follow the green, roll up towards the pin. Very important that you do get the correct speed, because if you get a little bit too fast, then you're going to fall back behind the pin and then you're going to miss everything. So okay, now we're going to go with another tailwind here. 1 bar top, 1 bar side spin to the left instead. And then we're going to follow the left side this time. Still the same landing position and still the same ring adjustment. But also I'm going to show you like how it really is acting. 3.2 rings. And important as well for the Golden Shot is that you hit perfect. With great, then of course everything is going to be missed. So you can see here we're getting it in here, but now again we're coming in a different pace, kind of with a nice speed, but like kind of with a nice roll, but the speed is not enough there. But still you can see it would definitely have been a red ring or a blue ring if we would be having a little bit more topspin on that one. So the bounce is going to be absolutely important. So now for the last one with tailwind, we're going to play 1 bar top and 1 bar side, and that is the thing that I'm leaning getting towards in the end. That I'm going to play with tailwind, 1 bar top, 1 bar side spin to the right with tailwind, which is going to be my normal adjustment there. So now we're going to play this one again, 3.2, 3.3 rings. And now we do have the wind pointing a little bit more to the left here, but still the same landing position, yellow ring just by the rough there. And with tailwind, this hole becomes so much harder than it is when it comes to crosswind and headwind. So we do get it very close there, and I will have to say, if you get, I would say unlucky to get tailwind on this one, and be sure to watch this first so you know your adjustment, because it's very, very easy to bounce your ball out in the rough to the left, out in the rough to the right, or getting it coming in too hot due to having tailwind and the extended ball guideline. So now we do have some side wind here, but a slight headwind on the from left to the right. So now I'm going to play 2 bars topspin, and you can see the blue ring. You look at the blue ring, I'm having the half of the blue ring just being in the darker part of the rough on the left. That is the landing position that we are looking for every single time, so have that in mind. So 7 miles per hour in wind, we're going to play 2.55 per ring with the golden wood club, which is going to give us almost 3 rings. So we hit it perfect. You can see here now we're getting it into the rough, getting it to follow the fairway, getting it very nicely there on the red ring there. Coming in still slightly little too much to the left when we did hit when we did hit the bounce in rough. We did follow the fairway on the left, as you can see, even though the plan was to follow a little bit on the right. But the reason we did that is that, as you can see, we actually did over adjust our shot, which was the reason why we did that. Now we're going to have some crosswind with some tailwind, but then it may be logic for you, okay, let's play that one on the to bounce on the fairway before. But no, we're going to do the rough bump here, still 2 bars topspin, 1 bar side spin to the right, as we do have some crosswind coming from right to left, and we do want to stretch it out. You can see the blue ring as well. We do have a little bit less cutting the rough there, but almost 50% of the blue ring there. I'm moving up the target. You can see there, so I am on the very, very edge of the rough, but I do believe that this is the easier way than to get it close. Slightly underpowered, just because you can see we were in between clubs, but I'd rather take this type of approach than trying to go for the bounce there before. So you can see we're getting it very, very close to an hole in one, but definitely with a really good speed. 2 bars topspin, 1 bar side spin to right, slightly underpowered because we did have some slight tailwind with that approach, or with that wind. If we would be having slight headwind, then of course we don't go with underpower, then we go play with a regular shot. So we're going to go with another piece of crosswind. Now we're going to have straight crosswind, and now I'm going to go with 2 bars off top, and then we're going to play this one without side spin to the right, as the wind is going to push us to the right. And look at the landing position again. We're going to let the blue ring just cutting the rough there a little bit closer into the center, as to just get it straightened up. And then we're going to adjust this one for a little bit more than 3 rings. And we hit it perfect. And going to come in here very nicely here, getting to bounce there. Rolling, 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 rolling. So close. And you can see there with that type of crosswind, to just counter for the wind a little bit there, I did use less than 50%, around 25-30% of the blue ring just in the rough there. So that is something that I did tweak a little bit, depending on where the wind is coming from and also how strong the wind are. I'm going to take it in the end when I'm going to repeat my approaches a little bit there. So now we're going to play with some headwind here. And now we're going to play with 2.5 bar topspin in 8 miles per hour headwind. But we're also having slight like side wind to the right. Again, take a look at the landing position. We do have around like, what is it, 60-70%, like in around 30-40% of the blue ring just inside the rough there. 8 miles per hour is going to give us a little bit more than 3 rings, 3.2, around that. And then we're going to hit it perfect. You can see I didn't use any side spin whatsoever. Getting it to bounce, getting it to roll, getting it to roll, getting it to roll, getting it very, very close. And we're getting the yellow ring there as well. But the speed is good. 2.5 bar topspin is good with headwind. Otherwise, we're going to come in short. So that is absolutely a key to get the correct topspin there, or the correct spin in general. So, and we do get a lot of eyeballs there as well, which is awesome to fill up with them. Now we do have headwind combined with some sidewind to the left. Now I'm going to actually play this one with a little bit more than 1 bar of side spin to the right. Still the same approach with the blue ring, in like having around 40% of the blue ring inside the darker piece of rough on the left. And that is going to be my land. So I'm not really looking at the pin that much, or like my ball guide, as I'm looking more at the rough, so I get that one correct. We hit it perfect. 2.5 bar topspin as well. You can see here, we're getting pushed to the right here, which is good, and we get pushed in. We get very, very, very close. And then now it's easy to say like, okay, we just 1 bar topspin instead of that little piece of extra, then we will be getting the hole-in-one. We get the demon chest as well. And now let's see if we can bag the hole-in-one. It would be so cool to end it up with an hole-in-one here. So, and also saw a couple of eyeballs. Okay, last but not least, we're going to play with 6.2 headwind here. And we're still going to play the same type of approach. We're going to play straightforward, look at the landing position here. And we're going to go and give ourselves 2.5 bar topspin. We're not going to go with any type of side spin to the left. We're going to go with side spin to the right this time, to just give ourselves a little bit more of a kick up to the right there. And then we're going to go with the 2.3 rings. And then it's all about a perfect. Come on, get in the hole. Get it to bounce, get it to roll, come on! And finally, we do bag the hole-in-one on the golden shot, which was awesome. So, I'm going to take you through it. You did see 3 shots with tailwind. Then we played on the fairway on the back, so we had to bounce it on the green. We played it with the golden long iron, 2.10 per ring, as we are in medium distance of our club. And then we are going to play with the yellow ring, just cutting the rough on the right. We're going to go with 1 bar of topspin as a general topspin. If we do have some slight sidewind to the left, I'm going to use a side spin to the right. If we do have sidewind to the right, we're going to use a side spin to the left. Tiny bit of adjustment or a technicality there, but important. Crosswind. Then we're going to play with, if we do have left to right crosswind, we're going to play with the rough bump, golden wood club, 2.55 per ring, and we're going to use the blue ring, cutting the rough around 40-50% to the left, the darker part of the rough. That is important. Then we're going to go with 2 bars topspin, no side spin if we do have that type of wind. If we do have wind from the other direction, crosswind right to left, then we're going to use 1 bar of side spin to the right, combined with 2 bars of topspin. Headwind, 2.5 bar of topspin. If you want to, you could either put your landing position with the blue ring having around 40-50% inside the darker part of the rough without any type of side spin to the right, or you use 1 bar of side spin if you want to give yourself a little bit more push to the right to follow the fairway there. That is personal preference really, and it worked with both ways. As you can see here on the video. So please let me know in the comment section down below what you got in your chest. I'm going to take a look at the eyeball here, so I'm going to show you the stats of it. So we do have wind resistance 5, side spin 2, and power 1, which is an excellent par 3 ball, but also a good par 4 ball if that is something you want to use. And in the end, this ball is visually, when it comes blood from the eye when it's dropping in the hole, it's kind of cool, to be honest. So Okay, ladies and gentlemen, good luck in this golden shot and go get those chests.